will not. I see in your eyes the same fear that would take the heart of me. This day we fight! This gooder man of the West!
You can do it, Frodo. You can do it.
I thought I'd die fighting side by side with an elf.
What about side by side with a friend?
Because that's what you guys are. You guys are friends. Come on, Sam, you're gonna carry him, aren't you?
Do you remember the Shire, Mr. Frodo?
I remember the Shire.
It'll be spring soon. Do you remember the taste of strawberries? No, Sam. I can't recall the taste of food. With my waking eyes. Then let us be rid of it. I can't carry it for you. But I can carry you. Come on!
I don't care what anyone says to me. You and Frodo are the biggest heroes there are.
For Frodo.
This is so emotional with Sam and Frodo. Sam, kill him, Sam.
Listen to the precious.
Yes, Sam.
Eagles!
Thank God.
I'm here, Sam! Go on! Now! Throw it in the fire!
Throw it in, Frodo. I know it's hard, but come on, you have to.
Just let it go!
What?
The ring is mine.
No. No way. No. Sam, help him. You gotta help out Frodo. What happened to Frodo? Oh, thank God. Thank God. Thank God. Come on, Sam.
No! let go.
Brains! Yes! Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God Frodo lives. Hell yes. Hell yes. Out on his mission and he did it. Frodo and Sam, you are the true heroes in my opinion. You guys are the real MVPs. Wait, they're in the volcano. Oh, Theodore, yes, come on. Get out. I thought that they were really gonna die there.
It's done.
It is, Frodo. You can rest now.
It's over now.
Oh, shit. Yeah, your Shire is amazing.
Gandalf's fireworks.
Gandalf's fireworks are the best. You guys are gonna get saved. You're gonna get saved. No. You're gonna get saved. It's okay. Oh, what a great fucking shot. Gandalf coming in with the Eagles. Come save them, Gandalf. Oh, 'cause he never knew he came back to life. Oh, yes. Oh, what a happy union. Oh my. Come on, everybody, give it up for Sam. It's Sam. So happy for you, everyone. So happy for
This day does not belong to one man, but to all.
you. All of us. Yeah. Are you serious? Oh, thank you. Thank you. They found him. Exactly, because they're the real heroes. It feels like everything I wanted this movie to do, they've done. So I don't know. What? There's nothing to complain about. This is why I watch the extended editions. I feel like if the theatrical version really had this much as an ending, like, kudos to them then, because I've never seen this. Like, the battle ended, and we still have, like, yeah, the showing endings for everyone, like a movie should do. Yes, they got married. Yes, yes.
And The Lord of the Rings by Frodo Baggins. You finished it.
A place on the last ship to leave Middle-earth.
Frodo. Any chance of...
Farewell, my brave hobbits.
We set out to save the Shire, Sam. And it has been saved. But not for me.
I was done crying.
You don't mean that. The last pages are for you, Sam.
I mean, I'm happy as hell for you, Frodo, but like, I did not expect that. I thought you were gonna stay with your boys. There's one person that deserves a big hug. It's Sam. Like, we all know that. I cannot believe he's not gonna be in the Shire. I mean, he wants to go on more adventures. like, how do you beat this? You can't. You can't beat it.
My dear Sam,
Fuck, I'm gonna eat this.
we cannot always be torn in two. Your part in the story will go on.
Well,
A great fucking movie. I'm watching the full credits, so I'll be back with you guys in 15 minutes. I need to gather my emotions a little bit more, but yeah. Oh, wait, shit, my camera's 1%. Okay, I will see you guys after I watch the rest of the end credits here. Okay, everyone, so that was the end of me watching Lord of the Rings, Return of the King for the first time. Can I just say, I definitely cried more than the first and the second movie combined. I probably cried over a dozen times. I'm an emotional guy, what can I say? I honestly have so much I want to talk about in this movie, so this review might be a little bit longer than usual. If you guys are new, I react as soon as I finish the movie, so I don't really have a script, but I know there's lots of things in my head I want to discuss. So hopefully I don't leave a lot out. But the first thing I want to discuss is that last, like, hour and a half, like hour and a half was just so amazing to me. Like, from the start of that battle at, fuck, I'm already forgetting the places. That huge battle with the cannons and the Oliphants, the giant elephant looking things. Though that battle on was just so amazing. Like, everything was just pure perfection, like a 50 out of 10. Like, I'm serious. Like, it was so amazing to me. I honestly was just in total shock at how amazed I was throughout this movie, even though the hype for this has been, like, incredible. Like, you guys have hyped this movie up since I saw the first one, and even with that expectation, this movie still blew my mind. There were so many moments where they, like, did psych outs with me, and I was getting so emotional, especially with Sam and Frodo. I loved that, at least for me, what I got from the end of this movie is one of the messages being, you know, hobbits, to me, it appears that they are portrayed as, like, actual heroes, even though they are the least likely, looking-wise, to be a hero. They are just regular hobbits, but they are a hero because of what they've done, their bravery, their immense compassion and friendship. Like, it was so amazing for me to see that when they kneeled to the hobbits at the end. I already knew throughout the movie that they were the real heroes, but I thought when they all took a knee to the hobbits, I really thought that it was just like, okay, good. Like, that was a point they were trying to get across, and I was so happy that they did. At the end with Frodo leaving, I will just say, actually, you know what? I'll backtrack. I'll go from the beginning on. So, first off, as always, the music and the visuals were amazing, especially in this movie. There were like over 50 shots in this movie that I just want as posters. Like, I was so amazed with the shots they used. It really took me out of the movie and just made me think, like, wow, this is just such a beautiful experience. Like, how did they do this? Lots of you guys have already told me, you know, this is filmed on set at New Zealand, and wow, it's beautiful. Like, I really want to check out the places they filmed for this movie. I really do. So, yeah, the places, always amazing, even more amazing in this one, the best by far. When you saw, I forget the place, the place where it was like that neon green coming out of the huge ass castle, it was so amazing to me. I also loved how at the end with Frodo and Sam, that whole lava magma thing pouring out of Mount Doom, that was just so incredible when they're just sitting on that rock and they're giving that heartfelt speech. Best moment of the entire movie for me. But everyone, it felt like, got a good redemption arc in this story. Like we saw with, first of all, Legolas, he was so much more badass in this movie than in the second. I thought what he did in the second movie was awesome, where he took the board and started shooting arrows at other people. In this one, he literally, like, was flying across one of those giant elephant things, the Oliphant. I'm going to attempt that name because I'm pretty sure it's close to that. But that scene, and also just in the final battle, he was just such a badass. Like, I was so impressed by him. Gimli, of course, he was funny. I definitely think this one was actually the least funniest for me. I'm pretty sure that this one I laughed the least, but also there were probably a lot of jokes that just I was too immersed in the story and too emotional to feel that comedy. I really love comedy, so you guys will probably see that when I do more comedy movies, but yeah, for this one, the comedy is the only thing that I did not feel as much into. But to be honest, I don't want to, especially for a final movie of a fantasy trilogy as epic as this. It's like in Harry Potter 7 Part 2. Yes, I'm comparing it to Harry Potter because in the last Harry Potter movie, they literally have, not nearly as much comedy as in the other movies. And this one, I completely agree. Same thing. It's more focused on these huge epic battles, these amazing storylines coming to a close, especially Sam, Frodo, Merry, Pippin. Those two storylines of them four really were amazing to me. When Merry and Pippin had to leave each other for the first time because he had to go with Gandalf, and I was just so shocked by that. I did not expect that at all, and I'm so happy that they came together at the end. It was so emotional for me. One thing I really did not expect was Theoden dying. For his death to hit me. I kind of thought he might die, but I never thought it would actually impact me. But it did, thanks to Eowyn. I'm sorry if I'm getting these names wrong. I think it was Eowyn is how you say it. But her performance was so incredible. I loved it. I really felt for her more in that scene than the entire movie of the second and the third leading up to it. I really felt for her in that scene. And she did a phenomenal job. All the actors and actresses in this movie, phenomenal job. Seriously, this is some of the best acting I've ever seen in a movie. And, considering all the main series I have not seen, that may not be saying much. But I really, really got immersed in this world. And I'm so happy I got to watch these movies. It really just... And especially the end with Sam and Frodo, it really made me feel like, damn, I am there with them. And I am losing a friend. Sam would be losing Frodo to the ring. But that whole thing with Smeagol dying, I kind of knew it and I kind of wanted it at that point. I really rooted for Smeagol in the second movie. But in this movie, I just, I did not like him. I liked him as a character. Amazing as a character. But amazing performance. But as a character, I did not like how Smeagol was. Especially blaming stuff on Sam, making them fight against each other, making Sam leave, and then Sam comes back and he tries attacking Frodo and Sam again. Just that whole thing with Smeagol, I was just like, damn it, I really want you to die. So when he finally did, I was not really sad. I was more like, okay, good, he died. I thought he died an hour ago, but I guess he came back just for that final moment. When he bit off Frodo's finger, I was like, what the fuck? But all that aside, I definitely think that, yeah, that last third act was probably one of the best third acts I've ever seen of any movie in my life. Even though the first act, I'll be honest, the first act for me, it was a little bit before I was like, okay, let's go. I expected there to be no dull moments, and I probably could find a scene or two where I was not as interested as the rest. Probably would give this movie, you know what, I would give it a 10. I would give it a 10 out of 10 for me. I really enjoyed this film. I will definitely be rewatching that last hour and a half 2 or 3 times in the next week, so... Yeah, I definitely enjoy this movie a lot more than I thought I was. This whole series, actually. I responded to some comments, and I kind of wanted to address it. Lots of people were asking, how have you never seen Lord of the Rings, but you've seen Harry Potter? Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Ocean's movies, all those movies, you have to understand, I did not even think about trying those movies until about a year or two ago. When I think of fantasy that I've loved throughout all my life, I think of magic fantasy, kiddish magic fantasy. Those are what I gravitated towards. Jesus, I can barely speak right now, but those types of movies are the ones I would gravitate towards throughout my whole childhood and even into a little bit of my college years. So until recently, I've not really thought of the mindset of exploring all types of movies. So now that I really am enjoying some of them. And, I definitely am going to continue trying all these different types of genres. I want to do variety. I don't want to be one specific genre channel. And with that being said, guys, I think we're going to end the review. I just have a couple things I want to say to you guys. If you do not care and you just came for the video, that's completely fine. Everyone else who's still watching, I just wanted to say thank you so much once again for all the support, especially the past month. I have grown over 2,000 subscribers in the last 28 days. So it really is just, it shows me that I do have a voice and that some people enjoy hearing what I have to say about movies. Especially, to be quite honest, most of my life, I've always watched movies and enjoyed them and watched them with my friends. And I never really felt like people cared how I thought about the movie. They would talk about it sometimes we would not even talk at all. But I never felt like my opinions ever mattered. So it really does make me happy that some of you guys do care about how I feel about certain movies. You'd like to hear my perspectives, my opinions, because most of my life, to be honest, I have not had that privilege. And once again, it's not to be disrespectful to my friends or my brother or anybody who's might watch this and be like, I watch movies with you all the time. What are you talking about? It's not hate or disrespect in that it's not meant to be hate. It's meant to just point out that I do not normally feel like I matter when I talk about movies with my friends, and it's great to feel that way now is basically the short version. Also, I just want to say thank you so much to all my new Patreon supporters. It really means a lot of how many of you guys want to support me in that way. I really did not expect it. So we're almost halfway towards our goal. And when we hit our goal, we're going to do 2 movie polls every week for my Patreons. So if you guys do want to be a part of that, get early access to my videos, get full reactions to this video, Titanic, and very few others. But movie reactions going forward, you will get full reactions, as well as guaranteeing a movie I watch every single month if you do want to go high enough. If any of that sounds interesting to you, check out my Patreon link, first one in the description below. And also, if you guys did like this video, please give it a like, really helps out my channel, as well subscribe if you are new, and turn that notification bell on so you don't miss any uploads of mine. Comment down below what you thought about this movie or my reaction. And with that being said, guys, I will see you in my next reaction, which will actually drop tomorrow. So you guys will see what that is very soon.